In Teen Spirit, you seem to complain about the apathy of our generation. Is that right?
Whatever you want to make out of it, it's up to you.
And do you share the...
It's your crossword puzzle.
Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit, the breakthrough song from their legendary album Nevermind. The song where the title was inspired by some random spray painting by a friend of Kurt's on his bedroom wall. The song, upon its release in September of 1991, went #1 in multiple countries around the world. Not to mention sales of over 1 million units in both the United States and the United Kingdom, with the added addition of digital sales in the United States now almost hitting 3 million. The band's biggest commercial song, by far the song that everybody knew them by. The song that helped Nevermind to soar into the great heights that it did, and got the band worldwide recognition almost instantly. It was the one song that fans at live shows always wanted to hear. That one song that they associated with Nirvana. So, what was the problem? Well, pretty much everything I just said. Kurt had deep punk rock ethics. In other words, he wasn't there in the music industry to sell out. And one thing that he definitely did not want to be seen as, which he definitely was not anyway, was a one-hit wonder. You know, one of those bands who only has one good song that they're known for. And as I said before, Nirvana were definitely not that far from it, goes without saying, but a lot of fans, a lot of casual fans would see them for just that one song and as that one-hit wonder. And Kurt didn't want that, and this is where he started to despise the song Smells Like Teen Spirit and all the attention that it gave the band. And anyone that knows anything about Nirvana and Kurt Cobain would tell you that that's just not how the band was. It's just not how Kurt was. They weren't sellouts. They weren't all commercial like that. In fact, the song became so popular, Kurt would just leave it off set lists. He would just stop playing it at live shows. Or when they did decide to play it live, it would come out sounding like this. With the lights out, it's dangerous. That clip was from the British TV show Top of the Pops, where Nirvana refused to lip-sync the song as was standard for the show, and just went ahead and made an entire mockery of their own song, changing the lyrics up. Load up on drugs, kill your friend. And you had Cobain singing the song in this slow, haunting, baritone voice. As I say, just totally mocking their biggest hit song. So why did Kurt do these things? Well, as I said, because it was Nirvana's biggest hit song. Kurt had begun to hate all the attention that that song had given the band, and later would complain how Nevermind was overproduced and too slick sounding.
It's just too slick.
Yeah.
I don't listen to records like that at home. I can't even listen to that record. And I like a lot of the songs. I really like playing some of them live. But, you know, in a commercial sense, I think it's a really good record. I have to admit that, you know, but that's in a cheap trick way, you know. But, you know, as far as for my personal listening pleasure, you know, it's just too slick. And I was just pretty much deceived by the studio that we mixed in, and I was so burnt out at that point. We attempted to mix it ourselves with Butch for a week and a half, and then we got Andy Wallace in there, and by that point I wasn't really paying attention. I just didn't really care as much as I had before with the other record.
So in a way, Kurt had begun to turn against his own success in a way, stating that he now didn't like the sound of Nevermind so much it's something that he wouldn't listen to at home, and always playing down the band's popularity. Maybe this could be seen as a defense mechanism for how big and how popular the band had become, and a way of dealing with those pressures. When grunge band Pearl Jam blew up, for example, they wouldn't make music videos, which was the standard at the time for getting your music out there. I mean, everybody was making music videos, but they just didn't make any, kind of just downplaying their success. And as Pearl Jam has stated themselves, that the success and attention that they were receiving at that time was just overwhelming, and they just weren't really keen on adding to that in any way. The whole thing was just becoming too big, and not wanting to buy into that whole big hype, the big machine of the record industry. And maybe that's what Kurt Cobain and Nirvana were doing a bit in their own way. Kurt not playing Teen Spirit at live shows, stating how he didn't really like the sound of Nevermind anymore. I mean, for like a punk band to have like the biggest selling single and most mega selling album of all time, it could almost be seen as like embarrassing to them, right? Because they scrap and fight and scrimp and save and do all their tours and stuff like that and fight for many years to become what they are, and then to become famous like that, they could almost be seen as like a sellout or whatever to their peers. You know, hey, you guys sold so many records, now you're just sellouts or whatever, which Nirvana were not that. You know, they fought really hard to get to where they were. So you can see how they would like downplay their success a bit, of course. I mean, Kurt didn't have a massive ego or anything like that. I mean, he could have, he was one of the best out there, right? But he came from humble beginnings and was really just a down-to-earth, real type of person. Didn't really fit the music industry type of person at all.
We got a lot of attention, you know what I mean? A lot of, like, Teen Spirit was kind of played into the ground, kind of made me feel a little self-conscious.
So, some would say, why didn't Kurt Cobain just enjoy the success of Smells Like Teen Spirit and Nevermind? Play the song at every live show and just enjoy the whole situation? Well, as I say, the success of the song, it was such a huge song worldwide that it kind of pigeonholed the band. It was like there were a certain amount of the crowd that came to Nirvana's live shows just to hear that one song. That was the only song of Nirvana's that they liked. Obviously, for deep-rooted fans, it's a completely different situation, but certain people would associate Nirvana as just a one-hit wonder. That was their only good song. And Kurt was clearly not very happy about that at all. Kurt would see the song as both a blessing and a curse for the band. It did help give them that worldwide success, and all their music could be heard by everybody from all around the world, but it was a curse in the sense that they would just be associated with that one song, and as I say, a one-hit wonder. And everybody would always be asking questions about Smells Like Teen Spirit, and always asking at the shows, hey, play Smells Like Teen Spirit. You could imagine that would become quite annoying after a while. And especially with the like honest and down-to-earth nature of the band, they just weren't into that at all. It's just not the way they were. So for me, I don't really care about all the hype and hoopla about the song or whatever. It is a good song. I don't care if it sold 10 million or just sold one copy. It's a great song. Is it their best song? Is it the best song off Nevermind? No. I would say songs like Lithium and Come As You Are, for example, Something in the Way, and plenty of other songs from the Nirvana catalog could easily come before Teen Spirit, for me personally. But it's a great song, it's a big song, sounds very awesome on the Nevermind record. But by no means are Nirvana a one-hit wonder, of course they're not. The band has a very strong catalog of material behind it, everybody knows that. But it is the one song off that one album that changed everything for Nirvana. Some fans out there may have grown tired of the song, but like it or not, it's a really good rock song from start to finish. And also, like it or not, it was a song that really helped Nirvana to get out there for sure in the world and get their stuff heard worldwide. The song did a lot for the band. So thanks guys for tuning in. Be sure to leave all your thoughts and comments down below in the comment section. Be sure to leave us a big thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll catch you next time here on Dude Man Productions.